Hey everyone, this is John McMath back at you at the Sciatica Pain Terminator Studios, and today we're going to talk about trigger points in the gluteus minimus muscle. Now the gluteus minimus muscle is located, it's buried under the medius in the maximus, and it's the smallest of the six gluteal muscles, and you would think because of the size it wouldn't cause much problems. But unfortunately, it can cause you a heck of a lot of problems. And the main function of it is to support the pelvis during walking. So symptoms of this would be you limp, sitting is painful, getting up from a chair is painful, those kinds of things. The slang term for gluteus minimus is called back pocket sciatica. And the reason why is most men wear their wallet in their, under their butt in their jeans. And when you sit after years and years and years of that, can cause these trigger points, and of course then you get the pain, of course. So it's called back pocket sciatica is another word for gluteus minimus. So normally when you have a gluteus minimus trigger point, it's going to mimic pretty much an L4 or L4 L5 all the way down the leg, and it's extremely painful. And there's two trigger points in the minimus. You have one towards the side here, and then one more towards the rear, which gives you all sorts, which mimics a piriformis. So you have to remember, gluteus minimus and piriformis are very, very similar in that they do almost the same thing, and also they're so close together. And when you have them, a lot of times, say if the piriformis shuts down, it gets locked up, the gluteus minimus has to take over. And then that gets overworked, and that gets trigger points, and that shuts down, and on and on and on. So, like we've talked about in our other videos, in case you haven't seen them, a trigger point is a mechanical bond. And in order to break the mechanical bond, you actually use a theracane, a tennis ball, the little knobby, or you have somebody who's experienced in trigger point relief actually go in and manually break these up. And when you do that, that releases these muscles here, and of course that takes pressure off the nerves, and that's why you get the pain relief. So this is John McMath, the Sciatica Pain Terminator. If you have any questions on this, again, very complicated, because the pain patterns of these and what they do and how it affects you it's very complex, and it's almost like you got to experiment sometimes and kind of figure out with a therapist sometimes to help and kind of isolate. And usually, especially if you've had this for a while, it's not just one of these, because none of these live in silos. They all work together. You typically, if you got a trigger point on your gluteus minimus, you're going to have it on your piriformis, and even getting towards the front of towards the tensor fasciae latae, which actually lifts your femur. So all these kind of run together in a lot of ways. So you really want to pay attention to your body. You want to foam roll this, like we were talking about tennis ball. Hot tub works really well just to kind of get these things loosened, and then get them, just get that mechanical bond broken, so again, the muscles can slide back and forth and you don't have any more pain. If you have any questions, please write me on the blog, send me an email personally. I'll get right back with you, as I know being in this kind of pain is very excruciating and you definitely want answers. This is John McMath from the Sciatica Pain Terminator, wishing you and your family a pain-free lifestyle.